Hey friends, my name is Z and you're watching He Makes It Easy. Welcome to a new video for IGCSE at Maths. Today we have coordinate geometry for questions only for coordinate geometry. And we looked into the rules and examples for coordinate geometry last lesson, so if you haven't checked it out, just check out the description or check out my YouTube channel. And anyways, these questions are from Save My Exams, so just check out the description for the PDF or you can check it out in my website. And before we get into it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Let's move on to the first question. A is a point 41 and B is a point 10, 15. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the line AB for 6 marks. So remember from last lesson, to find the perpendicular bisector, you have to find the gradient and negative reciprocal it, and find the midpoint and use the new gradient and coordinate. So let's start off by finding the gradient of A and B, the normal AB, which is 15 minus 1 over 10 minus 4, which is 14 over 6. And you can simplify it by doing 14 over 6, you could divide both sides, top and bottom, by 2, so it will be 7 over 3. And negative reciprocal it will get us minus 3 over 7. So that's number 1. Number 2, you have to find the midpoint. So the midpoint, to find the midpoint, you just do 10 plus 4, the x1 plus x2 and divide by 2, and y1 plus y2 divide by 2, which gets us 14 divided by 2 is 7, and 15 plus, and 15 plus 1 is 16, 16 divided by 2 is 8. So the new coordinate is 7 and 8. So now we have the gradient and we have the coordinates. So it will be y equals minus 3 over 7x plus c. You put the coordinate where condition of where x equals 7 and y equals 8. So it will be 8 equals minus 3 over 7 plus c. So the 7 cancel out to get 8 equals minus 3 plus c. And therefore c equals 8 plus 3, 11, number 3. And combine all of these together to get, therefore, y equals minus 3 over 7x plus 11. And that's the final answer. And number 2, find the equation of a line that is perpendicular to the line y equals 3x minus 1 and passes through the point 7, 4. So any line that is perpendicular to a line is a negative reciprocal, because if let's say this is a line of m equals 3, the perpendicular line will be in 90 degrees, which will be a negative reciprocal. So let's just work this out. So we define a line that is perpendicular to the line right here. So we know that the gradient is m equals 3. Perpendicular means it's negative reciprocal. Therefore, the new gradient, new m equals minus 1 over 3. That's number 1. Number 2 passes through the point 74, so it's quite straightforward. So basically, this is like finding the perpendicular bisector. So you have the new gradient, y equals minus 1 over 3 x plus c, where x is 7, x equals 7, x equals 7, and y equals 4. As you can see here in this. So if you put it together, you get 4 equals minus 7 over 3 plus c, and c would be 4 plus 7 over 3. And to turn c into a fraction with base of 3, like denominator of 3, it will be 12. So it will be 12 plus 7 is 19 over 3. And that's the simplest form because 19 over 3 can be simplified further. So the final answer is, let's write it in a new color, y equals minus 1 over 3x plus 19 over 3. And that's the final answer. And question 3, we have a not to scale diagram. The line y equals mx plus c is parallel to the line y equals 2x plus 4, so we know that the gradient is the same. The distance of AB is 6 units, so here and here. find the value of m and the value of c. Okay, so we have to find the gradient of the m, which is quite simple. Parallel means the gradient is the same, because if it's not parallel, if let's say the gradient is different, it will like skew to like one side, which is not parallel. So we have to find the value of c. So we know that this is m equals 2. And we know that point A is on the x-axis. It's 0, sorry, it's the y value is 0 because it's on the x-axis, so it'll be x1, 0. And B is just x2, 0. So we know that point A is on the line y equals 2x plus 4. So y equals 2x plus 4. So we're going to put this condition in here. We need to find the value of x when y equals 0. So let's set y equals 0, 2x plus 4. Just solve for x, which will be 2x equals minus 4, and x equals minus 2. So that's the point of A. A here is minus 2, 0. And once we have the value for the x1 value for A, we can find B, which is just minus 2 plus 6, because we know that from A to B, it's 6 units for the x value, so it will be 4. And once we have the x2 value for B, we have to find the equation of the line. So the equation of the second line is y equals 2x plus c, where m is 2, which is already 2, and when x is 4, y is 0. So it'll be, let's just write it down here. Y equals 2x plus c, when y is 0, 2, 4 plus c, and therefore c equals minus 8, because if we solve for c, it will be minus 8. And therefore, let's just write it in a new color, right here. The gradient is 2, and the c coordinate, y-intercept is minus 8. Then we have question 4. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of the line joining A and B. So it's just quite simple. You're just trying to find the coordinates of the midpoint of the line joining this. So you just do A is 2 minus 5, and B is 6, 9. You just find the midpoint. Midpoint is 6 plus 2 over 2, 9 minus 5 over 2, which is 6 plus 2 is 8, and 9 minus 5 is 4. And therefore the midpoint is just 4, 2. And that's the answer. And moving on to question 5, we have a straight line passes through 2 points with coordinates 6, 8, and 0, 5. Work out the equation of the line. So for any line, we have to find the gradient. So in this case, the gradient is 8 minus 5, cos y2 minus y1 to 1, then x2 minus x1. 8 minus 5 is 3 over 6, which can be simplified to 1 over 2. That's number 1. So it's not like perpendicular bisector, so you can just use this gradient. It will be y equals half x plus c. So we already have the y-intercept here, because we have when x is 0, y is 5. X is 0, y is 5. So 5 is basically the y-intercept. So 5 is c. And therefore the equation of the line is just y equals half x plus 5. And that's the answer. And moving on, we have question 6. So the diagram shows the line AC. So this is AC. And the line AB for this. Let's just write it clearer. 4x minus y equals 6. And the BC intersect AB at 1, 2. Sorry, 1 minus 2. And AC and BC intersect at 4, 3. So use algebra to find the coordinates of point A. So we have two lines right here, AC and AB. They both intersect at point A. So we can focus on these two. So AC is 2x plus 3y equals 17. And AB is 4x minus y equals 6. So we arrange this equation to get y the subject, 4x minus 6 equals y, and put y into the first equation. This gets us 2x plus 3 bracket 4x minus 6 equals 17. This simplifies to 2x plus 12x minus 18 equals 17. So we're gonna simplify both sides by adding both sides by 18 and adding the two x's. So it will be 14x equals 35. Therefore, x is 35 divided by 14, which you can simplify further, which is equal to 5 over 2. So x is 5 over 2. And when we have the value of x, we can find y. Using this equation, 4x minus 6 equals y, where x is 5 over 2. 4 times 5 over 2 will be 10, and 10 minus 6 will be y, which is 4. And therefore the final answer of point A is 5 over 2 and 4. And find the line of BC, the equation of the line. So we have to first find the gradient. The gradient is, from here, we have B and C right here. It will be 3 minus 2 over 4 minus 1. 3 minus 2 is 3 plus 2, which is 5. And 4 minus 1 is 3. So we have an equation right here. So it will be y equals 5 over 3x plus c, where we're going to choose a point of x equals 1 and y equals minus 2. So it will be minus 2 equals 5 over 3 plus c. And if we minus both sides by 5 over 3, so it will be minus 2 minus 5 over 3, you get c, which is minus 11 over 3. Therefore c is minus 11 over 3. And therefore the final answer for the equation of line BC is y equals 5 over 3x minus 11 over 3. Over 3. And lastly, we have question 7. The point A is 6, 2 and B is 8, 5. They lie on a straight line. Work out the gradient of the line. Quite simple and straightforward. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. 5 minus 2 is 3. Let's just write in a new color. 5 minus 2 is 3. And 8 minus 6 is 2. So that's the gradient. And work out the equation of the line, giving answers in the form of y equals mx plus c. So it will be y equals, from just now, 3 over 2x plus c. And let's just highlight this. 3 over 2 right here. So we can use one of the points, and I'll choose to use A. So A is when x equals 6 and y is 2. So it'll be 2 equals 3 over 2 times 6 plus c. 3 over 2 times 6 will be 3 times 16, 18. 18 divided by 2 will be 9. So it'll be 9. 2 equals 9 plus c. And to find c, you minus 9 by both sides. So 2 minus 9, or minus 9 plus 2, is minus 7. Therefore, the final answer for the equation of the line is y equals 3 over 2x minus 7. And that's the final answer. And that's it for this question. It's only for coordinate geometry questions. And I hope you'll find it useful and helpful. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And if you have any questions or constructive feedbacks about my channel or website or video or like anything else, just drop it in the comment section and I'll reply to them. And check out my social media in the description for more daily contents, for example Instagram and LinkedIn. And if you need any resources or like any learning resources, just check out my website in the description, or you can type it out in your browser at www.makesiteasy.com. And I hope you'll find it useful and helpful, and I'll see you all in the next video, which will be rules and examples for linear law. But until then, stay safe and happy learning.